Welcome to Grant's Rock Warehouse, and tonight we are live. We are going to talk about our top 10 favorite tracks from 1978. The panel's here, and we're ready to go. Let's get started.
Talking bands no one talks about. Grant's Rock Warehouse.
Holy crap, we are live, ladies and gentlemen, and I don't know where John the Music Nut went. He was trying to get in here, but we'll bring John the Music Nut in here in a bit. I'm sure he'll try to reconnect, but we are live. We are talking our 1978 top 10 tracks. So we've all compiled our top 10 tracks, and we're just going to talk about them. And I want to welcome DC Tune Time, BM Bolt, and Zartan 69. Not 70.
No,
69.
69.
So, and then John the Music Nut will be here
folks.
once he gets here. So we're just gonna go around and we're just gonna have a loose discussion. We're here to turn you on to things. So we want to hear from you in the comments of what your favorite songs are from 1978. So I am just gonna go as I see it. So I'm gonna go DC, BM, and 69, and then around to me. And then when John gets here, we'll incorporate him into the mix. So let's start off. DC Tune Time. What is, oh yeah, first of all, before I get too far ahead, let's do 3, 3, and 4. And then we'll just keep going. So give me your 3. There he is. Wait a minute, ladies and gentlemen.
There we go. Drum roll, please.
If I can get him. There he is, ladies and gentlemen. John, the Music Nut.
There he is.
Thanks, guys. My camera's a piece of shit and it ain't working. I don't know why.
Uh-oh.
So you have to. So I'm gonna be dark. I'm gonna be like Billy Squire and be a little bit.
You sound okay. You're fine. We can see it.
Yeah, it's all good, John. You're looking good.
Thank you.
Let me adjust this a little bit
Appreciate
because
your
it just
support.
seems kind of rinky-dink. Okay, there we go.
All right.
There, much better. All right.
Right.
So welcome, John. I'm glad you could make it. You got all
Thank
your technical problems fixed. We are good. We are ready to talk 1978. So like I said, we're going to go DC, Byron, Zartan, and then John, and then me. And we're just going to go, in case you didn't hear, John, we're going to go 3, 3, and 4. So
Okay, great.
all right, let's get this started. DC, what are your first 3?
All right. Just quickly to recap, these yearly top 10 lists are impossible. Everybody knows that. My goal is to represent songs from genres I love. So there's going to be pop, rock, funk, soul, disco, and a ballad or two in the mix.
Right.
Each of these songs will represent up to 5 to 10 other ones that I feel are the best of the best for that year. So without further ado, and as is the case for every year that Todd Rundgren released something, there's going to be something going to be a top 10 selection from his catalog. And from 1978, from the album Hermit of Mink Hollow, and here's my copy from back in the day. The sticker says I paid $6.98 for this at National Record Mart.
You probably did.
None of you are old enough to remember National Record Mart.
Hey, wait a minute. I've got a crate. Remember the Peaches crates? I've got a crate that's from National Record Mart.
Yeah.
So there you go. I remember National Record Mart.
So my fervent hope is, I think this is the last purely pop rock album Todd did, because he just started going into different directions. I wish we get one more album from him like this. And I could have picked 8 of the 10 songs on this album as top of the top. But I decided to go down a little bit different road. And my number 10 is a song that is so poignant. And if I'm in a certain mood, it'll bring a tear to my eye. And it's the song Bag Lady. This is Todd's most touching song that comments on the human condition. It examines homelessness and how some members of our human family end up in this condition. Obviously, they were cared for as babies and children, but something happened along the way. And I'm not a lyrics guy, but the lyrics in this song get me. He wonders just what went wrong. He goes, do they come falling from the clouds like rain, crawling up the basement drain? Misfits and black sheep, former brothers, friends of mothers. And there's also another bit of lyrics, what their lives are like. He says, there is no yesterday, there is no tomorrow, there is only now, and that hardly matters. Oh my God, just genius level lyrics. And this song also features the saddest fucking sax solo you will ever hear. I mean, that thing in itself can bring tears to my eyes. And as I say on all these shows, just about, when this show is done, not before, but when this show is done, go on YouTube. There is a fan video. It's not from Todd. The guy's name is Leon Musk, not Elon Musk. But he did a video of this song. I watched it again today, and my tears were welling up in my eyes. It is so well done. So, not to start with a downer, but there's going to be a Todd pick every year he releases something for me. And of the songs on that album, this one stands apart for that reason. Just so freaking poignant. All right.
Excuse me, but I think
everybody.
there was a year you did skip Todd, but it was an accident.
Oh my! You always bring that up, Mr. Byron Bolt. Why do you do that? What askew?
He's trying to
Never live it down. He will never live that down.
Well, that's the way he is. He's kind of like, he's like that.
It's hard. It's hardcore in the warehouse. If you're, don't have what it takes and you don't have the fortitude to hang and just make your way on down the road.
That's
Logan
right.
knows it. Marlon knows it. D-Rocker knows it. We all know it.
We all know it.
So let's bring the spirits up a little bit with a choice that falls into the beautiful ballad category. Because DC is not just about hard rock and headbanging.
Yeah, but you know what's going to
side.
happen, DC? I don't mean to interrupt. But Marlon is really going to have a problem.
When I get to work tomorrow, he's gonna have that fist cocked back.
He's really going to have
very
a problem.
disappointed.
He's very,
very disappointed.
Yeah.
So anyway, the graphic is there. You could all see it, folks. I will articulate it. It is the Bee Gees with Too Much Heaven. Chef's kiss, the arrangement, the vocals, the melody, the harmonies, perfection. You can't ignore the juggernaut that was disco, and the ballads of that era cannot be ignored as well. And this song exemplifies one of the better ballads of the decade. Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. Many fond memories of this song. Okay, I guess
Wait a minute, Marlon loves the Bee Gees.
Wow.
Holy crap. Let's all step aside for a moment. Take a deep breath.
Wait a minute.
God dang, who ever saw that? Annie
All those
T
years,
likes Bee Gees Too Much Heaven. She likes it.
Yeah. All these years I worked 2 aisles over from Marlon. Never knew this. I am shocked to the core of my being.
Well, he's so wrapped up in himself that it's hard for him to see out of beyond his ego. So it is. All right, what's your number 3?
Number 8.
Or whatever
3.
we're doing, whatever
we're doing.
Right.
It's from a yearly category I like to call evergreen pop. And these are songs that I loved back in the day and love just as much, if not more, to this day. And a lot of music isn't that way. You may have loved it back there, and now it's like, it's okay. These are songs that are more often than not underplayed, so, there's no burnout factor. But it's Jerry Rafferty's Baker Street. And here's the saxophone thing again. That is an awesome sax that I hear that, and that takes me back to that summer of 78 where young DC was having the time of his life. And I just never tire of this song. It's one I could play on a running loop. It's a timeless melody and also has a really great searing guitar solo in it. So Those are my. What am I being laughed?
Sax sucks.
I knew it couldn't last.
I
knew
thought
it couldn't
I knew
last.
it couldn't last. Jeez,
Yeah,
such a
that Bee
hard
Gees
critic.
things was just a facade. Now he's back to Marlon.
So I have to ask you about this, DC. You were a young DC back then.
Yes,
Was
sir.
this a record that you would use when you're entertaining?
Setting the mood, as
Well,
Byron says.
well,
Mood
That one.
you were a bit of a player back then. I'm just curious if this was one of
So-
those records where you would
Well,
use
yeah,
for
back then,
entertainment purposes.
if you had the opportunity to have a young lady alone and you had your sound system, whatever, we did a little thing called a mixtape. And yeah,
Right.
Baker Street would find its way on there, along with some Bread and the other usual suspects, Bee Gees. You gotta set that playlist just right too.
Right. Uh-huh.
I
Well,
make
I thought
my
I'd
move at
ask.
Baker Street.
Kyle says entertaining a lady friend. Elder of Rock, of course. Sax blows.
Well, that is true.
A
That is
mood
true.
setter. Ken White, he likes Jerry Rafferty. Danny
What
T's
the,
mentioning
did I get
Kate
that wrong?
Bush.
Did I put the G?
No, you're right. You're right.
G.
I
He
thought it
likes
was
the other
G.
one. He likes the other one.
Oh, okay. Well, do we just
Wow, look at Dan. My world in 78 was Kiss. Everything else was orbiting around.
Yeah, for many that was the case. I saw Kiss back in '78. Oh, I could tell you some. Well,
Sean Barnes is into
move on.
Gino Vanelli.
Gino-
God, don't.
Hey,
Damn it, Sean.
hey,
I appreciate Gino Vanella, but don't say that in front of
Oh.
Marlon. God.
Well, we're
he's a
setting
tough
Marlon
guy.
off again.
We
but-
are?
You
Get
know
your medal card.
that Brother to Brother song from the Brother to Brother album as one of my favorite guitar solos of all time. You listen to that thing, and that is like Steely Dan quality guitar solo.
Kyle, you
There,
don't.
I'm done.
Wait a minute. Kyle, you don't have a wrench? What's up with that? Hold on, Kyle. Hold on, Kyle. Let me fix that. You need a wrench.
You know what? We've got more saxophone puns in this podcast than I think in recorded podcast history. Sax
Where did
sometimes
Kyle
gets you
go?
some blows.
There he is. Hold on, Kyle. Let me fix that. All right, cool. Well, all right, we're keeping it loose here tonight. Thank you, DC. Those are great picks. Awesome. Let's throw it over to a BM Bolt. And I do want to mention that Mrs. BM Bolt is in the
I'm in the house.
in the audience.
Hello, Mrs. Bolt. Thank you for taking care of our
Bolt.
Byron.
She's talking about something that takes a lot of heat on Sea of Tranquility. Oh,
He gets
but follow you, follow me. Look at her. She must follow Sea of Tranquility. She may know more about stuff than you do, Byron.
yeah.
She seems very
She's
knowledgeable.
all over the music scene.
Ken
She's got
Golden just totally rips on that song, and then whenever he does and she's watching, she gets pissed off.
I understand. Well, Kyle thinks it's a great song. All right. Well, we're going to keep it moving. Thanks, everybody, for showing up tonight and humoring us in the chat. BM Bolt.
All right,
What's your three?
I'm ready here. All right, I'm gonna go with the. I believe this is the first track on the album.
I
I,
gotta
don't even
find it.
remember, but I'm gonna go with
Oh,
"You Can Rock Me" by UFO.
Okay.
You know, that introduction, that guitar riff is so good, and then the way the organ just kind of comes in with it, and that I don't know. Do you even call that a chorus? Because they're not singing the title of the song. You know,
Did you see that? Great
what of a
white
chorus, whatever it is.
8-track that
The
came up on the
melodic.
screen.
And then that's probably one of Schenker's best tasty solos. You know, it's not like a real rockin' solo, but it's just tasty. So I'm going to go with that for my first pick tonight.
Good pick. Good pick.
I hope I steal that one from you, Ernesto.
kind of.
Well, one of mine got stolen.
Well, I'd
already,
have to look
too,
at his list again. Well,
Hey,
you kind of did, but he has a different track.
It's
Yeah.
okay. All right. My next track is a mood setter. Big shock. Okay, and it was the
What?
first dance for me and my wife in our wedding.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
All I'm gonna say is
He played on this album here, David Coverdale, North Winds, and
Oh,
it's
wow.
called Time and Again. It's
Wow.
a real slow ballad. It's basically just Coverdale singing, a lot of electric piano and a little bit of keyboard, to kind of fill it out here and there. Just a
Look
great
at Grant. Grant can't believe it. He's in shock.
I don't know if anybody knows that one or not. It's a great slow song.
no, I never heard that before.
Great ballad. Oh,
How
yeah.
did you get the DJ to play that? Did you pick the CD and you gave it to him, or what?
I just made the entire playlist and had a buddy who was in a band. He brought the PA and he just.
because no one has this record. At the
I
Oh,
know.
come on. Who doesn't have North Winds by David Coverdale? Who
I
doesn't
don't.
have that?
I know.
I don't.
What the fuck?
DC, do you have this in your archive?
I do not. I've never even seen that
It
album.
looks like an
cover.
Air
Come
Supply
on.
album cover to me.
It does actually.
Sadly,
Well,
yeah.
there's his first album, and then
Yeah.
I
there's
have
the
that
second
one.
album.
Wait a minute. Maybe Marlon has talked about
Come on.
BM's
That's
man card. I have to look.
That's a 2-in-1, right?
Yeah, that's a 2-on-1 there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's his early stuff, man. That's
Come
early.
on.
That's early. That's,
You guys, I thought you guys rocked.
I know, but
And you know David Coverdale wasn't rocking on these solo
that
albums.
song doesn't rock at all, but it's
No,
it's a
no, it
solid
doesn't.
album, man. Solid.
he was. That was when he was playing Michael Bolton back then.
No, come
He was doing
on.
the Michael
Come
Bolton.
on. You guys, come on, let's go.
I haven't shaken a chair since seven. Well, yeah,
All
that's
right.
a different subject.
All
I
right,
am going
I'm gonna
wild.
move on here then. 'Cause
BM's
I
so
need to listen to some good
serious. All right, go ahead. What's your
I'm gonna
number
go.
three?
I'm going off of the very first Van Halen album here. Now, you can pick just about any song off that album, right?
Right.
That's right.
God, I
I'm
hope I
gonna
have
go
that.
with my favorite, I'm the One.
Oh yeah.
That
Where
one
is
just
it?
smokes. Man,
Yep.
Eddie is on fire on that track. And he's got like at least 2 solos on that. And then that intro riff, and even the vocals are great on it. The backing vocals, whatever the hell Dave is singing, and then that ba-da, she-do. That's just a great song. Fucking great song. So, like I said, you can pick just about anything on that album.
Agreed.
Those are my 3.
Yeah, I don't know. I have that graphic, but I can't find it.
Uh,
Real tour de
That's-
force.
That album is like a 10 and 10. That's a perfect album. It's like you
I'm
can't
sure
go
that
wrong.
album
absolutely.
mention that later tonight yet.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Excellent.
Yeah, I
Excellent
saw
work.
them on that tour opening for Sabbath. Blew them
Yeah.
off
Oh, yeah?
the stage.
Oh wow.
Oh my god.
You are
Oh my god.
Look,
I
young
am.
Logan. Bam, bam, bam,
Bam,
shooby
bam,
doo wah.
Bam, bam, bam.
Actually,
shoo-doo-wah.
bop, 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 shoo-doo,
Logan
bop,
says
boom,
the-
bop, 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 shoo-doo,
Logan says the
shoo-doo, bop.
Coverdale solo albums are.
Logan,
different, but good.
he's 21 years old and he knows that album better than you guys.
He's 20.
Whatever. And he knows it. You guys don't.
You
You
really
guys should play the song for your ladies.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Get them
you know
all.
what? You know what?
Get
We're gonna
them
have to
all.
hear it. Gonna have
What?
to hear it.
I have to watch out what I say. This is a family program.
Now.
Jefferson's Ship, Runaway. I think that was Slade.
Run, run, run,
Yeah.
run
Yeah.
away.
Oh, you're thinking that one. I'm
Yeah.
thinking the other one.
Well, you know what, Byron? I'm gonna have to listen to that now. You got me curious.
Good song. It's real mellow.
Jefferson,
though. It's real
Jefferson
mellow.
Starship was on fire back then.
Yeah.
They got some really quality albums. They're
Oh, listen to this. Is it still April Fool's Day? It is if you're
Marlin.
DC.
Marvin doesn't know what's gonna hit him pretty soon.
Yeah, he's going to have to prepare. All right. Thank you, BM. I'm going to throw it over to Zartan69.
All right. So I'm not gonna bore you guys. I'm gonna just, show you some props and
Oh, we'll be
Take it from
bored,
there.
I'm sure.
Oh, okay. So my number 10, of course, is from an amazing supergroup. It's 1978 supergroup, progressive rock with some jazz in it,
Oh,
and a little band called UK.
oh shit.
Nice.
Nolan's freaking text is up there.
That's all right.
There you go. UK 19. There it is. Great.
There
record.
you
Still
go.
Still sealed.
Play it.
Look at that
Play
price.
it.
Look at that price.
Yeah, that's because no one knew what the hell it was when it came out.
I know. And I'm going to go with the song, of course, In the Dead of the Night.
Great track.
It's an amazing track. You know, you can't even, I don't know. It's just mind blowing. I love that track. And of course, it was covered by Yngwie Malmsteen. And if you ever heard Yngwie Malmsteen's version, you'd be like, wow, that's pretty good. But this is the original right here. And this is all you need right here. So get this one. Pick this one up, kids. You can't go wrong with UK.
No.
So that's my 10.
Good choice.
Here's my number 9. I think, hold on. Give me a second. I think that's my number 9. I want to make sure I got the graphics.
You
Yeah.
gotta find it.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Okay, so my number 9 is kind of a new wave group, pretty popular. Blondie.
Thank God we got that together.
And of course, I picked Heart of Glass. Love that song.
Great
It's one of
track.
those songs that, you know, my brother used to play back in the day when he was younger, and I was the kid still, and just listening to this and kind of took me somewhere else. It wasn't rock, it wasn't hard rock, but it was something different for me as a kid growing up. So I picked that. Touche.
Mhm.
It's a good one.
So the number 8 is a band that I recently got into, not that far off, but I got into and I started listening to them. And I wouldn't call them, I don't know. I don't know. I would say hard rock with a little prog, not too much prog. A little band called Manfred Mann. And this album is one of my favorites. But the thing about this song and this album, it's like, it's got so many good songs like California. But the song that I'm picking is Davy's on the Road Again. And Manfred Mann, I'm telling you, he's a genius. Nobody talks about Manfred Mann, but, you know, we will someday. I told Grant we got to do some Manfred Mann. But
yeah.
This is
Now
Manfred
don't
Mann.
hold your breath.
Yeah. This is a great album. You guys got to listen to it. Check out the other stuff. You won't be disappointed. Manfred Mann.
Awesome. Excellent choices. Zartan, you're all over it.
Well, I try.
Nightingales and Bombers is
Yes,
my
that's
fave.
That's
All right,
that's my
Marvin knows what
favorite.
we're talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
Yes.
That's my favorite Manfred Mann
Ooh,
too.
look. Here, fanboy Marlon, 3 for 3, Ernesto.
It's gonna get better. Trust me.
Look at that.
I'm in the
Burke.
negative zone with Marlon.
Yeah, well, I
I'll
lost
never-
my
I'll never
band
crawl
card
out.
earlier today, so what am I going to do?
Yeah. And I know everybody's heard of Blinded by the Light. Nobody wants to hear Blinded by the Light. It's been
Robert
played
says, when that first came out, I thought the lyric was a heart of ass. That's funny. Kimba's in the house. Thanks for coming by, Kimba.
Hey, Kimbo.
Dan. Oh, yeah, of course. She knows you too, DC, for God's sakes.
Oh.
My favorite from that UK album is all, I'm the host with the most. I can't remember everything. My favorite from that UK album will always be the final track, Mental Medication. Great.
Yeah.
Wetton's bass playing
Yeah.
is good on that track. That's a good one.
Even though everybody likes the live album, this is a good one though.
Doug Wolf, Double Vision rocked. Still rocks.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's keep it going. We're going to throw it over to John the Music Nut. Oh, Annie T, you light up my life, Debbie Boone.
Debbie Boone, huh?
Wow. Well, Stephen
right.
Schnee was here. He'd dig that.
Yeah.
He'd dig that.
Yeah.
Queen, more of that jazz.
Yeah.
Oh, my God, look at it. Solar Fire by
Manfred Mann.
Manfred Mann.
There you go.
Rand Kelly.
Oh, look at that. Rand Kelly knows.
Solar Fire.
Red
That's-
Kelly.
Jay Miller, Tommy Gone by the Clash. Excellent.
Awesome.
Dan's also in the house saying hello to Kimba. Kimba's very popular amongst the crowd here. All right, let's throw it over to John,
All right.
the music
So,
nut.
All right. So thanks so much. You guys have had some fantastic picks. Wow. The chat is lighting up. As I promised D-Rocker in my intro, I said I had so many that I would actually sing an honorable mention.
There
I'm
we
going
go.
in
God help us.
to Sin City.
Oh,
I'm going to win in Sin City, where the lights are bright. Do the town tonight. I'm going to win in Sin City. There you go.
Yeah.
There's your
you
prize.
picked
Wow,
that?
on-
Why don't I have that?
Because it's an honorable.
Oh,
I pulled this out. I pulled this one out of my ass. So there you go.
okay.
All right.
John, that is my favorite AC/DC album, Powerage.
This album is a grower. I mean,
It's a good
over
one.
the years,
Oh, it's my favorite.
one of my favorites. All right. So, there you go. And there's the 8-track for you. Thank you, Ernesto.
Look how he pulled that out so fast.
Yeah, like nothing. That's right.
That's
All right.
amazing. All
Number
right,
10.
cool. All right.
A public service announcement. Have you ever fallen in love with someone you shouldn't have? Well, the late great Pete Shelley did, and that's why he wrote a song about it with the Buzzcocks off
Yeah.
of the Love Bites album, Ever Fallen in Love? Where is the... There we go. Have you ever fallen in love with someone you shouldn't have? This is power pop bliss.
It
Buzzcocks
is.
were awesome.
Mhm.
I didn't really discover them until about 7 years ago, but or maybe 8 years ago or so. But those first 3 albums are killer, and yeah, awesome song, so catchy, great chorus, great ringing guitar lines on this. This is where your pop punk came from. It's not Green Day and Offspring. They were just imitators. I mean, the Buzzcocks were doing this before everybody else.
Yeah.
And this is my number 10. Fantastic track here.
Excellent pick.
All
Excellent pick.
Number 9. All right. And this one goes out to Andy Blacksugar from the Contrarians and from KMFDM and from Blondie.
Oh.
He's touring with Blondie these days. They're going to Australia in a couple months. One way or another, from Parallel Lines, one way or another, hooks galore. What a fantastic track.
Yeah.
The lyric, the chorus, the great guitar lines, everything in this song works. This song is a killer, and it's so driving, and it's exciting, and it doesn't age for me. This is a fantastic track. This is Blondie, One Way or Another, at number 9. Number 8.
Mrs. BM Bolt.
That's right.
Buzzcocks.
Buzzcocks. Not cock
She's got a sense of humor.
That's right. Yes.
She
Hey, the
laughs.
principal's here.
Yeah, Gary Joy.
Principal.
Gary, where have you been? You're late.
Yes. Number 8.
All
I
right.
said I was gonna have the jam on for the next few years, and by golly, I'm gonna do it. This is from All Mod Cons. Fantastic record.
Ready. I'm ready. Go.
Down in the tube station at midnight. What a fantastic song about a mugging. Great track, wonderful bass line, catchy as sin. Great chorus on this one. Awesome song. I mean, in a career that was short.
Uh-oh.
This is fan. Oh, did my voice go out too?
You went out, but you're back. You're fine.
All right. Fantastic career that was short, but everything they did was so good. Down Tube Station Midnight was a huge hit in the UK. Fantastic track right here. One of my favorites by the Jam, and this is at number 8 from All My Cons.
Very
Thank
good.
you.
Nice. Very nice work, everybody. Nice work.
I'm 1 for 3 for Marlon. It must have been Blondie.
Everybody's saying Kyle digs the Buzzcocks. Not
Thanks,
quite
Kyle.
like Mrs. BM Bolt digs it, but he digs
No.
There you go.
it. What else is
Yeah,
happening?
1 for Blondie. I figure it was Marlon.
The Elder of Rock. You know, you shouldn't
the
admit
one.
that Elder in front of Marlon, but you're the one that I want. Travolta and Newton John.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
1 point for Blondie. Marlon, I think that's good. I don't know.
Ernesto's in the lead in the Marlin rating.
Fanboy
There you go.
ratings. Bye Bye Love, the Cars. You're gonna see some Cars. Logan Collins, that's a good one. Heart Straight On.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
There's all kinds of great stuff. All right, I'm gonna go with my picks now. I'm ready to take all the crap that you're gonna give me. Because I'll probably get crap, but whatever. I don't care. My number one. Well, I don't really rank these. I got to keep them in order somehow. But one of the ones that I immediately thought of from 1978, which is a classic, I remember going to Peaches Records and Tapes when I was a kid, and I could look up. They used to have those large painted murals.
Over 3.
I remember
those?
those. I do.
Remember? This is one of the ones that I remember that I saw. Dire Straits, Salt in the Swing.
Good one.
Dire Straits album, 1978. My favorite Dire Straits album. You cannot. I mean,
What fine picking on that tune.
A lot of great picking. And you know what? What I was going to say is this is really the only album that really was quite like this.
Right.
Second album's kind of like it, but man, the interplay between Knopfler and his brother, those Stratocasters, the whole good album is clean Strat sounds. You know, great record. I love that record. But great stuff. So that's my number one. God, I hope I don't get hate for number two. Number two, Walter Egan, Magnet and Steel off the Not Shy album. Great track. It gets looped into that yacht rock thing, but it's more than yacht rock. I don't really think Walter Egan is yacht rock, but whatever.
He's yacht rock adjacent.
Say that real fast. I can't.
Yacht rock adjacent.
I can't say it. But you've got Lindsey Buckingham and Stevie Nicks on this track.
Yeah.
In fact, they're all over this album. They're all over this album and the first one, Fundamental Role.
Fundamental Role.
Great record. They're all over that one too. If you haven't heard any Walter Egan, please check it out for God's sakes. And then my number three, ladies and gentlemen, Styx, Renegade. And I can't believe no one on the panel picked any Styx.
No.
Oh, the Missus has got 2, I think, off of this album.
Honorable.
We should have had the Missus on here. Where is she?
She
should have came on.
She's upstairs.
Right, but she should be on this show.
Maybe
Anyway,
she'll
Styx,
make an
Renegade,
appearance,
Pieces of 8. This could play on the radio at any time, and I still listen to it. It never gets old. You know, I've been a big Styx fan ever since I was a young boy. So, trying to see. Oh, here we go. Magnet and Steel, Bowling Alley Ballad, but good. There you go. Elder of Rock, Boogie Oogie Oogie by the Taste of Honey.
That's right.
Yes. How about that bass line, Grant? You like that bass line on that?
Great. Look, Marlon, 1 for 3, Grant. See? I can't get enough of Tommy Shaw lately. You can't.
Oh, wow.
There's some, yeah.
I can't compete.
Don't look
You
back.
better look into that, Byron.
Yeah.
I can't
You
compete.
better grow your hair, Byron.
Dan says Kiss started the Deuce Rock. Doug Wolf from beautiful scenic Marion, Ohio. The best bass line. Hey, when that was out like in middle school.
Oh, yeah.
I love that. That was good.
You had to hit the dance floor.
Oh, listen to this. I give you a point for Styx. Could have picked a better song though.
Oh man.
Where's the band button? Do you guys know where that band button is? You know what? I might take away his
wrench.
his wrench.
Didn't you request vacation that second week in June? You might want to.
Yeah, let's see. Where's remove as standard moderator?
Take his
Done. I removed his wrench.
And put a broom.
I'm going to put a broom up. Kyle ain't talking about Love Van Halen. No love for ELP Love Beach.
Oh, no. Love Beach. Yikes.
Logan says Queen of Spades. That's a great track. Elder of Rock, Love is Like Oxygen. That might come up. I can't. Yep. Grant closed the toolbox. I did. Hey, pull my man card away. I'd take away your wrench. Anyway, all right.
I don't know about the rest of you guys, but I was kind of shocked at how difficult 78 was for me.
Yeah.
It's like for me, I knew 71, 72, 73. And then as we moved through the middle towards the end, I thought, that'll be
Yeah, it was
breeze.
tough. It was tough.
This was a tough year. Very tough.
All right.
Okay.
Well,
You want me
well
I'll
DC,
go on
if
to
it's
my
so
fourth pick.
tough, what's your next three?
All right. My fourth pick, and we're going to dip our toes in the disco waters with a rock group who did as well, and it just couldn't be avoided. It's the Rolling Stones with Miss You.
Oh.
This is also notable because it is the best use of a harmonica in a disco song ever. In fact, it may be the only time that a harmonica has appeared in a disco track. They really put their own spin on this dance tune and came up with one for the ages. I never tire of this. It's a great tune. Jagger's vocal.
Did Stevie Wonder ever use any harmonica in a disco track? I'm not even sure if Stevie ever went disco. I don't think he did.
Probably when he did that
No,
song.
not-
Isn't She Lovely? Is that kind of disco-ish?
That's not disco. That's just
No.
wussy.
I don't think Stevie ever really put his toe in the water with disco.
Mm.
Mrs. B.M. Bolt probably would know.
Yeah.
She might know. Anyway, I think that's a great pick, Miss.
All right.
You can't. That was a big. I remember when I was a kid.
Oh.
That was big, huge.
You couldn't escape it. And Mick Jagger's vocals are so clever and engaging and funny and all-encompassing. Everything that you'd want in a front man with a song like that. Nailed it.
Phenomenal.
Nailed it. All right, since we're already on the dance floor, let's go with a true funkish disco dance number that, in my opinion, is one of the most joyous songs of the 70s. Better than Kool and the Gang Celebrate. We're talking about
Definitely.
wedding reception songs.
Yes.
Get up on your feet, dance number. It's Earth, Wind, and Fire with September. Funky, soulful, and joyous. Grade A melody and chorus.
Oh, yeah.
Maurice White and Philip Bailey's falsetto vocals, outstanding. Again, for me, I cannot ignore all the great dance music of that era. Granted, some of it was crap, but there were some real gems like this song as well. So, got to recognize what's good in every genre, except polkas.
Well,
all right.
And that gets played in weddings.
Oh, the wife and I just went to a wedding a while back, and the couple said, "Hey, have a suggestion for the DJ for songs that'll get people out on the dance floor." And that was old DC's pick, and the people were on the flow.
Oh,
Believe
wow.
it.
Cool.
ooh, D-Rock
okay,
or
let's get to
Roller.
mine.
Yeah, man.
Nice.
No crack
I keep
work,
on
the man
seeing
machine.
on the scroll with the comments Joe
What?
Walsh's, but seriously, folks, keeps on coming up. I think D-Rocker. That is another album that is a
There's
10.
Indian Summer.
Yeah, that whole album is a 10. And oddly enough for me, the song I least on the album is Life's Been Good. For some strange reason, that was the hit, but that's the one of the 10 or 11 tracks on there I like the least. But that's a fantastic album.
Hey, Dan, we played Come Out and Play by the Paley Brothers on Sunday on the Power Pop show. Just saying. Promoting that a little bit. There it is. All right.
Turn or you got one
Okay,
more?
I think I got
You got one more.
Okay.
Before I pass the baton on to Byron. Fifth selection, I'm picking a song from a fantastic debut album. It's one of the all-time rock greats. It's come up already. It's Van Halen with Fire. And that is my favorite song on that album. It's the last song on the album. Just blistering vocals, guitar work, dynamic bass and drums. The first riff is fantastic. The second riff is even better. Stone cold classic. Normally in the Collins household, it was DC that brought in the new music for all the other siblings to take a gander of. This is the one time my brother beat me to the punch. His album's lying on his bed. I go walking over there. I go, what the is this? Does Jim Dandy, did he leave Black Oak, Arkansas and start a new band? Especially when you turn that album over and he's like all back like this. It says, damn, Jim Dandy, what the? And the rest is history. this is another weird thing. Running with the Devil is my least favorite song on this album too, but it's a 10. No question. That's my 5th pick.
Excellent. Look at that. You got a standing ovation, damn near.
Well, thank you.
More on this album later.
Gonna get Marlon's seal of approval. Is DC's
says-
picks trying to be funny, or is he really trying to flare my ulcer?
Ooh,
Wait
this
till
is a-
tomorrow.
D Rocker, Eddie Money, give me some water. Good one.
Fantastic.
That's fantastic. Let's see. Cook with Fire and Straight On by Heart.
DC
Good
is
one.
0-6.
Wait a minute. Where? DC is 0-6.
Oh man.
Ah, dang.
Thank God Marlon is in aisle 8. I'm in aisle 11. Or
God, I
don't know how tomorrow
hope
would
you have
go,
a
Grant.
separate water fountain. Elvis Costello, This Year's Girl. Ooh, Robert. Gloria Gaynor.
Oh, I Will Survive. The theme for Women Scorned.
Look at this. Rand
Rand
A.
has
Kelly,
got-
not to get confused with the other Rand A. Kelly.
Yeah,
He's got like a,
he's got the Prague
Yes.
scene covered. He and Ernesto.
I mean, he's like in Prague overload.
Yep.
But hey, there's his list, ladies and gentlemen.
There ain't going to
Arriving
be any
UFO,
Gloria
yes,
Gaynor on Rand's list.
or Earth, Wind, and Fire. Ooh, Dan, this is the good one. Hot Stuff by Donna
No.
Summer. Foghat, Stone
Oh,
Blue.
yeah. Last
Yeah.
Dance.
And I must say, D Rocker, Foghat, Stone Blue, no one, I don't know if that hardly even gets any play anymore. I haven't heard that in years. It
Does
used
not.
to get play.
Does not.
But what a great Foghat track. Good one. Dang. All right, let's throw it over to Mrs. BM Bolt's husband.
Yeah.
Mr. B and Bolt.
All right.
All right.
This one's gotten commented on once or twice tonight. I don't have the prop, but Grant's got
I've
it.
got the prop.
I'm gonna go with "Sweet Love Is Like Oxygen." Man, what a great song!
What
me-
a great
Yeah.
record.
To me, this is like a mini epic. This song. It's got all these little parts to it. The vocals are great, like almost all Sweet's tracks. I love that classical interlude in the middle of it.
Mhm.
It's-
Hey, Byron.
It's kind of like Queen.
What are you? Yeah,
There you go.
you read my mind. What are your thoughts? The more I'm parsing those two bands together with early Sweet, the more I believe they really had a big influence on Queen. And
It
then
was
vice
all
versa.
came back to bread.
This thing-
It
Well,
was
bread,
bread
yeah,
where it all
yeah.
started.
Bread,
Yeah.
bread is all where it's.
I mean, yeah.
Okay, I didn't mean to
It's
ruin
it's
the
a
flow.
mini epic, almost like Bohemian Rhapsody. It is.
Yeah.
But it's just a
Yeah,
great
they
song.
influencers influenced the influencee and back and forth.
So my next track, I don't know that this has really gotten any mention tonight by anybody. Maybe somebody commented, but I'm going to go off of the Heaven Tonight album. Once again, there's just a million great tracks on here, but I'm just going to go with Surrender because everybody knows that it's probably their best
I've
song.
never heard it.
But man, there's so many good songs on this album you can pick
Right.
from. Oh, I love Auf Wiedersehen too. Oh God. On Top of the World, California Man, High Roller, Taking Me Back. I mean, it's just a million great tracks. So I'm gonna go with that.
Yeah.
This is
Nobody
BM
pro-
Bolt's counter reacting with that to say Love Will Find Its Way by Pablo Cruz, a yacht rock trailblazer, ladies and gentlemen.
Stay tuned.
Max
I like
Brooks
her
with the
taste
card.
in men better than her taste in music.
Oh,
All right. Actually,
That is
watch it.
my next
better
pick's
watch-
already been picked by Ernesto. I was gonna go with In the Dead of the Night. So I get some credit for that one from Marlon, hopefully.
Yeah.
I doubt it. Don't hold your breath.
Well, that's my 3.
All right, cool. Zartan69, what's your next 3?
Oh, hold on. Okay, so my next 3 is okay. A little live album, kind of new wave-ish, but more power pop around that time.
Well, there you are. There we are. I had to scroll up to it. All right, I'm ready. Go ahead.
So kind of a live album. Some say it's live, some say it's not, but I believe it's live. But great power pop band, a little Cheap Trick.
Oh no, that album's totally live.
Well, I know that, but everybody says their albums are live. But anyways,
It's not Kiss Alive where they recorded everything other than Peter Chris's drums.
Right.
This is live.
What track?
I think they fixed a couple of guitar parts, but that's
right.
it.
What track
Wow.
we going with here?
Yeah, what track?
Oh, Surrender.
Oh.
I love that song, even on the regular album. But this is a classic live album that everybody has to pick up and listen to, you know?
Yep.
Get the Japanese version, probably more bonus tracks, but you got to pick this up. So this is my number 7.
Excellent pick.
Cheap Trick.
Awesome.
My number 6 is something that one of our brothers here has been talking about. And it's a little old heavy metal band called Judas Priest. Stained Glass.
Oh yeah.
Nice 8-track.
Yes. And the song that I picked is Invader.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a great song, man. Great song. And, you know, props to Johnny Metal and John the Music Nut for their great series on Judas Priest.
That's right.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. But wait, we forgot there was 2 albums in 78.
It's a good year. 78
Right.
was a good year for that band.
Yeah, so it
That's
was
right.
2 albums, okay? Hellbent for Leather. Let's not forget this one. Classic album. I know Grant doesn't have the artwork, but you don't need the artwork when you got the 8-track.
That's right.
Well,
Rock on.
don't get me started on that.
Across the world. Hellbent for
Yeah.
Leather in the U.S. That's right.
Good choice. Excellent
Yeah.
choice.
Hellbent for Leather on this one.
Nice.
So 2 classics, 78.
All right.
Those are my 3.
That was your 3?
I think
Oh,
so.
because you've okay, got it.
Oh, you know, wait. That was a 2-parter. Hold on, I forgot one.
Yeah,
more.
I think we need another one from you.
Yeah. That was a 2-part. I just wanted to throw those in because they were both from 78.
That's all right.
My last one is where is it at? Hold on. Oh, yeah, okay. Another power pop classic. A little band called The Cars. And I think I picked Moving in Stereo.
Great. Classic.
Another 10. Another
Yeah.
10. from
Another
that year.
10.
I love that song, you know, especially when you're watching that movie. What do you call it?
Fast Times at Ridgemont
Fast
High.
Times. Fast Times at Richmond High, man. That's classic right there. Best soundtrack too. Really good soundtrack. But this was just, you know, this album was played, you know, by my brother back in the day. And, you know, I was a kid, man, when they were playing this stuff. And I was like blown away because I never heard something like this, you know, so poppy yet heavy, you know.
Uh-huh.
I love it. There it is.
All right, cool. Excellent.
All
All right, let's throw it over to John the Music Nut. John.
All right. John Patterson, you're in my head. I'm going with something from what I think is Rush's best album of the 70s, Hemispheres, and the song is The Trees. I
Great
think this
choice.
is one of the best lyrics that Neil Peart has ever written. It's very cerebral. It's about the political climate that was going on in Canada at the time. It's an excellent song. It's got this great build into the chorus. Those bass lines on there are fantastic. Great song. It has a real breakdown with the keyboards in it, and then it builds back up again. Fantastic song. Fantastic album. I could have went with a La Villa Stragato on this too. I mean, this is an awesome album, but my pick is The Trees at number 7.
Good one.
Number 6.
Right.
Thank you. Number 6. I know one of you in the chat has mentioned this artist today, but not the same song. I'm going to go with the album This Year's Model. It's Elvis Costello Attractions, and it's Lipstick Vogue.
Yes.
This is like perfect mix of new wave and rock. Very driving, again, the bass lines are really up, and it really carries this song. Great track. There's a lot of drama in this song. There's another nice breakdown after the solo. The end of it is fantastic as well. Excellent track. My favorite album by Elvis Costello. I mean, he's got a ton of great ones.
Right. Good one.
And it's
Damn.
Elvis Costello and the Attractions, Lipstick Vogue. That's my number 6.
All right.
Number 5. Speaking of people in my head, Byron Bolt was in my head, or maybe I was in Byron Bolt's head.
You know, that's just disturbing, but okay, keep going.
Van Halen.
You don't want to be in here.
I'm the one.
You don't want to be. That's a dark, dangerous place.
It's crazy how we both picked this deep cut. Isn't it awesome? I mean, I love this track. And of course, my favorite song is the Bop 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 Dooba 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 Doo Wah, and then it goes back in there with that rip roaring guitar and then Show Your Love vocal. Oh, spectacular! This album, you could pick again. You could pick anything from this album, but the deep cuts are killer on there.
Yeah.
And I don't even need to hear Running with the Devil again. That's probably my least favorite song on the album. This album is killer though. I'm the One is spectacular though. Fantastic.
Running with the Devil's still a classic.
Yeah,
It might be overplayed,
very overplayed.
but it's a class. You have to admit, though, it is a classic.
Yeah, so that would and that goes right in on the cassette. It goes right into On Fire.
Yeah.
I mean,
Look at that. Gary Joyce agrees with you, John.
Thank you, Mr. Principal. I appreciate it.
Marlon says, John, two out of improving.
What's the one you didn't like, Marlon Rush?
Yeah, Marlon, what was it you didn't like? Ooh, look at D Rocker.
I appreciate
Little
it.
River Band, too, for Lady and Reminiscing.
There you
God,
go.
I remember those back in the days. Those were
Love
middle school,
Reminiscing.
those are big.
Kyle's in my head too, huh? That's right.
Oh, he does not like your Van Halen pick, John.
Wow.
Thank you, Logan.
Wow, he doesn't like Van
What
Halen?
the? Well, I'm not feeling bad about being 0 for 6.
I'm not feeling bad about losing my man
I'm
card
good.
either.
I'm good.
If
No worries,
this is the
folks.
guy that's revoking man cards and he doesn't like Van Halen,
Well,
look, I've got the Van Halen too freaking
because
poster on my
That's
wall, and he
That's
took
right.
the man card.
you're talking apples and oranges. Michael Schenker and Van Halen, totally different.
Well, all of these are totally different. He never liked Van. Oh, I've already revoked his wrench. What else can I
Oh
take?
man,
Dan
Well-
Goucher may have the line of the night here.
God, this is something. All right, I'm up now,
awesome.
ladies and gentlemen. Once I find my stuff, okay. God, it seems like it was such a long time ago. All right, all great minds think alike, and my number 4, or whatever you want to call it. I'm going to say it's my number 4. I'm going with Cheap Trick, On Top of the World from Heaven Tonight. You could pick anything off of this record; it doesn't matter.
Another 10.
Another 10.
album.
Just pick
It's
one.
unbelievable. It's unbelievable that year.
My favorite Cheap Trick album. People know that already.
Mine too.
It's great, phenomenal. What more can I say about it? Number 5 is one of the greatest albums from 1978, and I'm going Rush, Circumstances from Hemispheres.
Yeah.
Freaking perfect record. Even though Permanent Waves is my favorite, this is number 2. Great record, not anything weak on it. Great playing, great production, great everything. Circumstances starts off side 2, and it's absolutely brilliant.
Absolutely.
My number 6, ladies and gentlemen. Bye Bye Love by the Cars. Another perfect record. I like Candy-O better. That's my favorite, but I've said this before in the chat. You could take the first Cars album, you can take Candy-O, dismantle them, put them in a cup, shake them up, and put them back together, and all of it, it's just like one big record. It's like the production all sounds the same. The songwriting's very similar. It doesn't really matter. Both of them are top-notch Cars. So that's my that would be my number 6.
That Cars debut bridged all musical worlds, because during my years, if you were at a party and you put on the Cars, everyone was happy. It's just one of those bands.
Doc says just take Cheap Trick and call it a night. With with a little luck. Hold on, D-Rocker. Don't get too far ahead of yourself.
But here's the thing, Grant. Did you, when you were listening to the Cars, were you listening to it on a record or cassette?
Me?
Originally?
Yeah, everybody. Record?
I would record, but I would make mix tapes, and depending on if I was in my car or whatever, or going to a party, you know, I could take it along. Sometimes easier
I
than
think
vinyl.
Hello, Dark the Wizard, but any Benjamin Orr track, man, I'm a sucker for. Yeah, I love Bye Bye Love.
Byron, you don't remember? You don't tape?
I first owned it on vinyl, but I mean that wasn't when it. That was a couple of years after it came out, probably. The first album of theirs I bought was Candy-O.
Wow, look at Paul Brooks, Steve Hillage.
Oh man,
Music of the Tree. Holy
shit. That's a deep one.
That's deep. I don't think anybody mentioned anything off of that.
No.
Tom Petty, I need to know.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's keep moving. This is God, you guys are all over. Toto.
Yeah.
I'll Supply the Love. That's a great track.
Yeah.
What I mean, it is such a massive year. All these great songs that are being brought up in the chats.
Look at Marlon.
It's just incredible.
Yeah.
He recorded all his vinyl to cassette. And then when I got CDs before you could rip CDs, I would record CDs cassette. And that kind of opened things up because, well, it's easier to sync them up and cue them up. And
have you ever thought about all the time you spent transposing from album to a tape form, all those hours? Because you would have to be there to
but it was therapeutic. It's all about the process.
Yeah,
you know?
That too.
Bill Nelson.
Oh, love Bill Nelson.
What a player. Yeah.
Yes.
Exile. Kiss You All Over. Another great track. That's like an AM pop favorite. Doc Dacus is a big fan of Rod Stewart.
There you go.
And Do You Think I'm Sexy? Big hit for Rod.
Oh, no question. Many rockers dip their toes in the disco waters.
Yeah, well, you know that's coming up.
All right, let's keep it moving. All right. We're going to do now we're up to our top 4. DC.
All right.
It's all you, baby.
Here we go. 4 more choices for Marlon to crap on. Here we go. I might get 1 point out of these 4.
I'm looking at your list, and you won't.
You don't think this first one coming out of the chute?
I don't. Oh, that one. Yeah.
That one.
All right. Get a point.
Another hard rock, close to metal choice for all you tough guys like Marlon. The Majestic Gates of Babylon by Rainbow.
Oh,
what a track.
Woo!
Man, does this song start out eerie with that keyboard. And it makes you want to turn the lights on in your room if you've got them off. But when it kicks in, it kicks in big time. Yeah. And it sounds like it could have been, honestly, off the Jesus Christ Superstar soundtrack, because Heaven on Their Minds is a similar riff. That just weird little thought came to me this morning. But anyway.
Influenced by Bread.
Influenced by Bread. And you ask anybody in the know in the music biz, they'll draw that line between Bread and Rainbow, Gates of Babylon. It's just a no-brainer. Yeah. But anyway, this was kind of a precursor, this song in particular, to what Dio would do when he joined up with Sabbath. Now, I don't think Tony Iommi would have brought the same guitar flavor that Richie Blackmore did with this song. But this is an epic tune. Love it. And it's my hardest choice of the 10.
Well,
Marlon, do I get a point?
But think about it. If you compare Tony Iommi to Richie Blackmore, come on. Richie Blackmore's like one of the greatest of the greats.
Oh, my God. I mean, Iommi is a riff master, but the dexterity and the thematic lead playing of Blackmore is beyond compare. So I'm just saying, the general framework of the song is, it's not such a leap to see him joining Sabbath and what they did with Heaven and Hell. So after that, how do I label my next one? Pop, jazz, ballad, all 3. and it's very unlike anything that was also on the charts at the time. It's Chris Rea with Fool If You Think It's Over. In many ways, the songs that stay with me over the years and remain at the very top are the ones that are just a wee bit off the beaten track. The relaxed, soulful vocals until you get to the chorus where it goes to another level. Again, you get some saxophone for all you sax lovers. Just a chill groove for the most part. Very memorable. All right, let's go with my second choice. It would be categorized as rock or rock pop. And I could have chosen 4 or 5 of the tunes from this album. I picked, and Logan mentioned this, I'll Supply the Love by Toto. That riff coming out of the gate, love it, and it just builds from there. You get, again, the soulful vocals into the chorus, and it switches to a funky Doobie Brothers guitar groove in there, like a long train running or something. But finishes with another driving section to finish the song. And these guys in Toto were the best of the best session players, and how they all came together and crafted this album of outstanding tunes, being so young and not necessarily being songwriters. They were just fantastic players. I get a big thumbs up for that. One of the benchmarks of the memorable rock tune for 78. My last pick is from an emerging category, the late 70s. That would be yacht rock.
All right. Where's Mrs. BM Bolt at?
So you have Mrs. Bolt.
She's
this is
ready.
For you. This is for you. Da-da-da. Pablo Cruz, Love Will Find a Way.
Great track.
It's just perfect, laid back, summertime music. Have an adult beverage or two on the back porch or gawking at the attractive ladies at the beach. Perfect musical accompaniment. It does all the things a song in this genre is supposed to do. Represent, like I said, everything you want in a yacht rock song, it's here in this one. So unassuming guitar solo, very smooth, dexterous. And all these guys in this band could really play. Now, don't be shitting on Pablo Cruz. These guys are very good players.
Hey, we ranked those over on Sea of Tranquility. So.
Yeah. And when you're listening to something like that and like the music of today, you just don't feel like shooting a cap in somebody's ass.
You're making big points with Mrs. BM Bolt tonight.
What am I doing? I'm making progress?
Making points.
Well, at least I'm getting points from Mrs. Bolt, because I sure as hell ain't getting them from Marlon.
Wait a minute. Here we go. DC, okay.
What are you going to do?
3 out of 10.
Marlon, we'll meet at the time clock tomorrow and shake hands and just get on with our day.
Yeah, I keep away from Marlon. Dr. Hook, when you're in love with a beautiful woman.
Where's a wall? Where's a wall?
Logan, DC looking more like Tommy Shaw every day.
I'll take that over Sam Drucker. God, that's Sam Drucker. What the hell? I'm going to kill myself.
All right, excellent. Everybody, I love it. You got, Mrs. BM Bolt, LOL. Love Mrs. BM Bolt. All right, let's throw it over to Mr. BM Bolt and get his next 4.
All right, so I'm going to go with a song that really, to me, seemed to me like this was the song that kind of broke them in the U.S. They hadn't done a whole lot in the U.S. prior to this. I really didn't know the song until a little later. I was introduced to them on their following album. But I want to go with Roller off of First Glance.
Oh, wow.
So
There you go.
Where's that?
That guitar riff. I've tried to play that thing, and I just can't seem to get it down. It's tricky. It's such a great riff. It's such a good song too, man. But to me, that was when it really started to happen for them in the U.S.
And that middle break, though, Byron, the middle break where they're all trading out solos. All the 3 players are trading off.
Left, right, and center. Yeah, the guitar work is just great on that track.
I've told this story before, but there used to be a band in beautiful Marion, Ohio, back in the day called Scimitar, and they played at the Palace Theater. back in the day, and they would play Roller, and they had a 3 guitar lineup,
Yeah.
and they pulled it off. And I remember it being as a young boy sitting there going, wow. Because I saw April Wine do it in 79 for real, and this band that was a local band pulled it off. Scimitar was good. Scimitar was great.
Yeah.
But man, Roller, that is quintessential April Wine.
Yep. Classic.
Great.
God, that's a great one.
There's the 8-track.
And this
There's
is
the
the
8-track.
This is the Canadian version.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the horrible artwork.
Yeah.
All
All right, Byron, what's your next one?
So this next one, when I was 13, I was mostly buying Kiss records, and
Really?
then I got wise and started buying other stuff. But I joined like RCA Record Club, and first I got some 8-tracks, which Ernesto would be excited about. But then I started switching over to vinyl because I was starting to build a stereo of my own. And but this was one of the first albums that I ever bought on my own. That wasn't.
Oh.
And
yes.
like DC said, there are so many good tracks. I'm going to go with the typical track because that's what really turned me on to this. But over and over, and tomorrow
theme from
that station, theme from Boat Weird. But
Weirdos.
I'm going to go with Life's Been Good. There's just so many great guitar parts to that track, with
Joe's humor really comes through on that tune too. A very funny guy, along with a guitarist and songwriter.
Yeah,
that is a 10. Another 10 album, folks.
Yeah.
Another 10.
Great album. It really is. This has already been mentioned, but another around the same time. This was one of my early vinyl. I've got it on vinyl and CD here, but one of my early album purchases. This song, you couldn't get away from Baker Street. Back then, they played the shit out of that, but I can still listen to it today.
Oh yeah, that song will take me right back to that summer of '78. You couldn't go anywhere without hearing it. I never tired of it. Just
even
that whole record is good though. And if you like Baker Street, you'll like the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I still my early purchases. All right, my last one. I'm going to go with a twofer. I'm going to go with "Feeling That Way" and "Anytime" off of this.
You have to put those songs.
Yeah, you have to. So that's part of why I picked it, so I could get 2 tracks out of it. But I just love the interplay between Rowley and Perry's vocals.
Yep.
And when Rowley left, I still liked him, but it just wasn't the same. It just wasn't without Greg in the band, I thought.
No.
And that takes me way back, that early Journey stuff.
I forget, why did he leave? Did he just have enough?
I thought I had heard that he was kind of tired of being on the road.
Yeah, family reasons.
He just wanted a break.
But it totally changed the band. Not to say that what's his name? The Babies guy.
Jonathan
Cain didn't add something to it. He just added a different I want to use the word dimension. He added a different dimension to it. But
I think he brought them into the 80s, I think, a little bit, maybe, with his style.
You have to admit, Escape was a good record.
Yeah, it was.
God, yeah.
It just seemed more, I don't know.
They were more organic with Greg.
But I think that there was something magical about Greg and Steve Perry trading off vocals.
Yeah.
If you listen to those records again, usually that's the highlight of the record.
Yeah.
I wish they would have done more of that.
Yeah.
But whatever. It is.
We're
talking about a record from 1970, 1980, 1979. Yeah, I wish they would have got back together and done more. But no, I think that's what was so great about it. A lot of it,
Yeah.
Oh well, it is what it is. Oh, here we go. We got to go for the.
Marlon, you have to give us our final recap and list how all 5 of us did tonight. I can take it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Elder, we mentioned Magnet and Steel.
Yeah,
Mm.
that's a great one.
Logan mentions the John Carpenter Halloween soundtrack.
Yeah, we could have done soundtracks.
What are we talking about?
What is the most popular soundtrack that came out in 1978? Wasn't that like Jaws?
FM. Didn't FM come out
I think
78?
so. Jaws.
Wasn't Grease in 78?
Jaws was
Yeah,
75.
Yeah,
Oh.
Grease in
Jaws
78.
was 75?
Jaws was 75.
Yeah, it was
Really?
75.
Oh, wow.
I know.
Jeez.
Ooh, here we go. Got Love If You Want It by Angel.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I know it's 78. Wasn't oh no, I was gonna say Star Wars, but I forgot. Probably not.
77, I think.
Oh, here what I'll say. My favorite era of Journey, although short-lived, is the Greg Raleigh, Steve Smith era.
Yeah.
Oh, gonna go out on a limb and say that DC will finish last. Wow. Man, Marlon's a tough guy. I'm just glad that he's off my back because it's stressful.
I think John and Grant will have to go over in this last round for that to happen.
Elder Rock show did unite with Raleigh a couple of years back
Yeah,
for Journey Through Time.
Yeah.
Anybody seen that video on YouTube?
great.
Highly recommend it.
Yeah, that was good.
All right, who's up next? BM, that means Ernesto went up.
Ernesto's up.
You're
All right.
up, Ernesto.
I hate to bring up another live album, but I'm gonna bring up another live album.
Only because he has it on 8-track.
Right.
Well, yeah, but that's the whole point.
Oh, I know where we're going. All right, I'm ready.
I know where we're going too.
Well, you may know, you may not.
Maybe
Well, I'm
not.
gonna surprise you.
I
So,
doubt it.
got a little famous Australian band.
Yeah.
By the name of AC/DC. If you want blood, you got it. And the track I'm gonna go for that I like on this album is Bad Boy Boogie.
Bad Boy Boogie.
That guitar, that jam, man, I'm telling you, Angus is jamming on that song, man. That is like
A good one.
you would think it had so much intensity. It's like so much, it's got blues in it. You would never think Angus could play blues, but man, boy.
Angus, that's all he is pretty much as a blues player.
Yeah, he can play the blues, man. And you hear it in that
Oh, yeah.
song, man. It's a killer song, man. And
Angus is underrated, I think.
oh, yeah. They don't talk about him that much.
No.
But that's my number 4, all right?
Excellent.
Let's go with my number 3. And somebody already brought this one up. There's another classic band by the name of Rainbow. And of course, I picked Kill the King. Because that's another intense song. That's really, really strong. I mean, Kill the King is so, like, where do you get all that influence when you hear guys like Slayer and all that? When that beginning of Kill the King, it's like, that's some deep stuff right there. That's metal right there, even though
That's some deep shit.
Yeah, even though it's not, it's not metal. I would consider this a hard rock album, but the
it's hard rock.
Yeah, that's a deep, deep album.
Yep.
So, Kill the King. And then my third, where is it at? Hold on, give me a second. I'm looking for it. Where is it at?
I'm sensing a live album.
This is another live album. Interesting. This is from one of my favorite guitarists, amazing guitarist, Canadian guitarist, extraordinaire, a little Frank Marino.
Yeah, baby.
Oh
There you
man,
go.
this is some deep shit right here. This is mind blowing, man. I mean, Hendrix may be dead, but let me tell you, Frank, he's keeping it going, man. When you hear this album, oh man, all the songs are great here. I mean, I don't even know which one.
About Dragonfly.
Oh yes,
Love Dragonfly off of that.
Dragonfly. I'm a King Bee. Oh my god, it's hard to pick which one, but I would probably pick Electric Reflections of War, which is just a jam fest of guitar overload. So you can't beat this album. That's just, I mean, pick this up if you have a chance on vinyl, CD, whatever. But wouldn't it be sounding great if you could hear it on an 8-track?
Well,
I mean, just for the nostalgic feel. You know what I mean?
yeah. Well, if we were in a 1971 Nova
Yeah.
with a Craig 8-track player
have
And a couple of
and 6x9 Craig speakers in the back,
and you forgot
and
the
a
beer.
graphic EQ to get more juice out of it,
Yeah, and the beer.
maybe that way.
Okay, so this is my my third.
Is that what you had, DC? What'd you have? What was your rig in your car back when you were a kid? What was it?
Oh, DC was running minimally what he spent. I don't even remember they were loud enough, but I don't remember the speakers I had. But you'd know I was coming.
Were you doing 8-track?
Oh yeah, 8-track. I never switched from 8-track to cassette. It was 8-track and then went to CD.
Okay, so I got two left,
Weirdly.
right?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is my number 2. Another classic album that somebody brought up already by the name of B&B Bolt. And an amazing guitarist up there. And the band is called UFO.
UFO, very popular tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, but the song that I picked is Cherry. I love that song, man. Talk about a stripper song, man. That is a stripper song. Intense, man. It's just mind-blowing. Michael Schenker on this is just, I mean, come on. What can we say about Michael Schenker that hasn't been said already? There it is.
Marlon can fill you in quite a bit about Michael Schenker.
Well, I know. That's why I'm talking about this one, because it's killer, man.
So you're getting another point, Ernesto.
Yeah. So my last one has got to be a live album. Now get
They've
ready.
all been live albums. So.
Pretty much. But this is
I'm ready.
This is my favorite of all time. Anybody who knows me knows this is one of my favorite bands, and this is my favorite live album from a little Irish band called Thin Lizzy.
That's right.
Oh man, you can't go wrong with this, man. This is classic right here. Classic. I mean, Scott Gordon doesn't get that much love, man, but he plays on this, and it's like, man, nobody. I mean, this is what it's all about, man. This is what it's all about. And the song that I picked from this is Rosalie. I love that song.
Classic track.
Yep. It's a cover, but it's still classic. I mean, he made it into his song, and oh man, this is what it's all about. This is what got me into music and loving hard rock and metal and all that. This is where it started, man, from Thin Lizzy.
Excellent. Super. All right. Holy mackerel, things are on fire.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to remove this graphic first before we go over to John the Music Nut, if I can find where it is. Oh, good, Grant. You've lost it. Okay, no, we haven't. Okay. John the Music Nut, what's your final 4?
All right. Well, just to show you how deep a year 78 was, I am surprised that none of us or any of you in the chat, I don't think any of you in the chat have talked about this artist yet, but this is one of the biggest artists in rock and roll, period. And this was an album that came out after this artist couldn't record for a couple of years because of issues with the record company management and all that other stuff. But Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band.
Oh, wow.
From Darkness on the Edge of Town, it's the opening track, Badlands. Badlands is fantastic. I think this is the best opening track he ever did. I mean, this is one of my favorite songs by Bruce. I mean, just drama personified. I love the harmonies with Steven Van Zandt and Bruce in there. Fantastic song. Tons of hooks on this. Awesome track. And when he does it live, it's like it gives you goosebumps. The crowd getting into it and all. Awesome track. One of his best, Badlands, Bruce Springsteen, the Street Band. Marlon, I know you're a big fan. Anyway, it's the principal's favorite song by
Is it?
Bruce Springsteen. That's what I see there. Thank you, Gary.
Oh, the principal. Well, if he's into
Wow.
it, I guess it must
There
be
you go. Now,
Yeah, we don't have anything from Marlon. Oh, wait a minute. We do have a score for Ernesto though. Ernesto 4-4 overall, 7.5 out of 10.
Yeah, he said not a good start.
The score just
Not a
in.
good start, John.
Not a good
All right.
start, John.
You'll never
Oh.
catch me. You'll never catch me.
Nope. I'm not catching anyone. But my number 3, thank you, Ernesto, for giving props for the series that John Clauser and I are doing on My Music Corner. Judas Priest from Stained Class, Beyond the Realms of Death, one of their best songs.
Yeah.
One of the finest performances vocally by Rob Halford, and he's got a ton of them. A fantastic, epic, quasi-ballad rocker. So much drama on this song. You got some great Les Binks goodness there on the drums. Les Binks was awesome. Oh, 70s Priest is amazing. Rock-a-rolla all the way through Killing Machine, Hellbent for Leather, and then Unleashed in East later on, 79. And fantastic solo, Logan. Thank you so much for bringing that up. But love Beyond the Realms of Death. Love this album. Love everything off this. Invader that Byron, you brought up Invader before.
That's Ernesto.
Oh, I'm sorry, Ernesto. Killer track, my bad. That's my number 3, Beyond the Realms of Death.
Good.
Number 2. Now I know one of us brought this up. And now I'm going to go a little funky. Okay. I'm thinking it had to be DC. Yeah,
it is. That's when he lost one of his man cards.
Yeah, well, I'm about to lose my man card. I'm going with Earth, Wind, and Fire, September. One of the singles from Best of Earth, Wind, and Fire, Volume 1.
God, Marlon may explode.
Oh, what a fantastic track.
Clean up on aisle 6 at the warehouse.
Marlon's brains exploded all over the inventory in the warehouse.
He expected me, not John.
His head exploded all over the Andy Gibb cutouts.
Gotcha. No
in aisle 7.
I love all the love you're giving here, though. Yeah, all the Les Binks love too. But oh my God, what a fantastic track!
It's infectious, John.
The milk has expired.
Oh,
and damn it, Logan is not cleaning up the mess.
Curl out there, huh?
Get Denny on it first thing in the morning.
Logan,
there you go.
I got you. Thank you.
All right, but
the elder WKRP in Cincinnati. That's funny. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, WRKP, KRP,
WKRP.
There we go. Number 1. It all comes back to Cheap Trick.
It really does.
I think this song screams rock and roll.
It does.
What a swaggering riff on this. This is killer. This is Robin Zander at his best.
Yeah.
With that vocal on here. This is just all rock and roll, all attitude. Fantastic.
And I believe, though, this is the
Cheap Trick bar none.
But I think, John, this is the 3rd time this album's popped up in our rankings. This might be leading the pack.
Yeah.
That and UFO and Judas Priest.
Yeah, those 3.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. But High Roller, fantastic. Another album that plays like a greatest hits album here, even though the only hit was Surrender. All the songs are top notch. Fantastic. Everything. But High Roller to die for. Fantastic.
It is good.
There you go. So there's my list. Thank you.
All right, excellent.
Thank you, DC. Thank you, everyone. I probably got about 4 out of 10 for Marlon, but it's all good.
Man, just take it with a
grain of salt. There was lots of stiff competition. Oh, I got 6 out of 10. Not bad. Thank you, Marlon.
Oh, that's good.
Dan Gausser, you're right. There was a lot of stiff competition. Another spectacular song
Yeah.
But
from Cheap Trick off that album.
Well, I'm not going to make
They still do live once in a while too.
Marlon very happy probably with these, but maybe you never know with Marlon. It's a hard read. All right, my number 7.
I'm sorry.
No, you're right. My number 7 is the Ramones. Oh, look at that. Do you see what I just did? The Ramones, I Want to Be Sedated.
Yeah.
Come on. The Ramones.
I know.
That's right.
It's probably their most well-known track. I had to pick it. I could have picked anything off of this record because I think the first 5 are great. Some people only say the first 4, but hell damn it, I'm putting the first 5 in.
Okay.
And then my next pick, my number 8, we're going to go with Wings with a Little Luck off of London Town.
Wow.
there you go, folks.
Elegant.
What can I say? Paul McCartney, baby. And I love this record. I love London Town. Some people think it's a little bit too mellow, like Marlon, but I think it's good. I don't have any issues with this record. I like it quite a bit. So we're going with that. Now, my next pick might be a bit more controversial, and it probably would set Rand's world on fire. But I'm going to go number 9. I'm going to go with Yes, Don't Kill the Whale from Tormato.
Wow.
Oh, that came right out of left field.
I know. I was going to say that.
Wow.
I wasn't expecting that.
That's the way I work it.
Oh.
But yes, Don't Kill the Whale, which was a single. It did fairly well in the UK. It was never released over here in the States, but I still like it. Some people really complain about Tormato, but I don't think it's really such a bad record. Really. Releases on it. I mean, there's some good stuff. But I dig this. It kind of gets you ready, because it's one of those shorter songs. Kind of like what they would record on Drama, maybe to some extent, and getting you ready for 902157. I don't know. I like Don't Kill the Whale. I hate to look what Marlon says about it, but
he's registered his vote.
He gave a thumbs down.
Oh, damn. Well, you know what? That's the first. You're the first person who mentioned Yes. Nobody's ever talked about Yes on.
D Rocker's hip. He's hip to the scene. Dance is Air Dance by Sabbath.
Yeah.
Hudson Brothers went disco in '78. I like the Hudson Brothers.
Oh.
Yeah, everybody went disco.
Everybody went disco.
Somebody mentioned Redbone. I don't remember anything by Redbone doing disco, but you would think with Come and Get Your Love, they would transition pretty easy to come up with a disco song. But
Elder of Rock. I'm giving Marlon a 4 out of 10 for his comments. Ouch.
How do you like them apples, Marlon?
You like that. Here's another one. The Darkroom Wizard says very few duds of albums in the Cheap Trick catalog. Well,
that's 70s content, I would say.
Not in the 70s. We could jump into 1986 and we might have a dud.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's keep going, Grant. All right. Here we go. Love the track on the Silent Wings of Freedom from the Tormato album. Yeah, it's a good rap song. Darkroom Wizard. Ramones. Nice. London Town. Fairly nice. Great. Tormato wasn't bad. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Okay. Here we go. This is my next one. Let me get rid of this. Oh, I would love to have someone just click the buttons once. Okay. My number 10. My number 10 was already mentioned. Not this track, though. And I'm going to go Todd Rundgren, Lucky Guy from Herman of Mink Hollow. And everything that DC said goes. Great Todd Rundgren record. One of the, I mean, people would love it if he'd make another record like this.
Right.
One last time, Todd. One last time. Please.
It's very along the lines of something anything. And the side 2 that's on Faithful, or is it side 1? Side 2, right? Very something anything. People love that. Faithful would have even been a better album had he had more original material on it. Though I don't have
Yeah.
any problem with him doing all the cover versions.
The
But
covers were a curiosity and just, hey, what a clever guy. And he mimics those original singles so well. But after you get past that, man, that second side of originals, if he could have cobbled together another side of originals,
as good as
Wow.
that would have been great.
yeah.
So yeah, there you go. That's my number 10. Now, we just barely scraped the surface on
Oh,
this year. There could have been way more.
Right.
my God.
And when I'm putting
Yeah.
together my list, I'm just kind of going at it at random, just going through my CDs or records and go, oh yeah, that'll work. I could have picked a lot more, and
Yeah.
everybody here on the panel, I'm sure, could. So
I was shocked at how difficult this year was because
Yeah.
going into this exercise, I thought the early mid 70s would be difficult. And then once we got past 76, be a breeze. This was a difficult
Yeah.
year.
Well, DC had your picks were different, and then John's was different too. So it kind of mixed everything up, because we
I think
didn't always
between the
Yeah.
five of us and what we gravitate towards, every show we bring a real smorgasbord of everything that was out there then, plus the folks in the comments.
Yeah.
You guys are awesome.
Yeah.
I didn't fare very well.
Well,
Look at me, 3 out of 10.
Here we go. Here's the ranking from Marlon. It looks
Drum
like
roll.
Ernesto cleaned up.
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
And
you can't do
John,
much better than that.
Byron, and I came. Wow, DC did worse than I did.
I told you. I told you.
Wow.
No argument there.
There's no man card at all.
Mortgage
Yeah.
board.
Great show, fellas. Thanks, Marlon. It's all fun. I appreciate you ranking us.
Thank you, everyone.
I can go to bed and cry.
There's on my
Gotta
pillow.
be cruel to be kind.
Oh,
All right,
my
I guess
God.
we did it. We've went an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Can we do like one honorable mention?
I don't have an honorable mention, but go ahead, please. Go ahead if you have one. Yeah.
I was going to mention Pat Benatar's "Precious Time."
Oh yeah,
Great
classic.
album.
Wasn't that
Yeah.
a little later though?
83
No,
or 84. wasn't it?
actually,
Not
let me
84.
just-
That might have been 81 or 82.
81.
Wait a minute, you're talking 78. Her first album came out in 79.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Let me check.
In the Heat of the Night was 79?
Yeah.
That might be 38.
Uh-oh, hold on. Jesus.
How about something off of Breakfast in America? I don't think anybody's
there you
mentioned that, have they?
Should have.
That was 78, wasn't
79
it?
or 78?
I thought that was 78.
Oh, okay.
Breakfast in America is 78. 79.
Let me double check.
Oh God.
Pat Benatar.
I thought it was 79.
I got it at 78 here on my hard drive. I have to go.
Well, your hard
I'm
drive,
pulling out a collection I
I
spent.
wouldn't trust that.
It's the Rolodex.
Oh, yeah, you were right. Sorry.
It came out in March of 79.
Well, no, the one I said came out in 81.
Oh, okay.
Mine's is
Yeah.
That's coming. That's coming up. So
Wrong
hang
on
on to
my
that.
hard drive then.
You both were wrong, you rat bastards.
better.
That seemed weird that nobody had brought that album up, but at least I was in the right decade.
Kinda. Yeah. Well, depends on how you look at it. Guys,
Ken
be
White's
the
got a
olds.
good one in here. That's a great honorable right there from Ken White. Last comment.
Bob Seger, Hollywood Nights.
Fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
Stranger in Town.
fantastic.
Great album.
Ooh, Marlon did say Pat Travers, Ernesto.
Oh, I didn't mention. Yeah.
Didn't you love freaking Pat Travers?
What a
Oh, I
year! What a
forgot.
year! I mean, look at all
What
these.
year?
We didn't even scratch the surface.
We didn't
On
even
a lot of
scratch-
these artists.
Yeah, no one said Billy Joel. Big shot.
Nope. I have him. I have him on my list of runners up.
Yeah,
Being
if there
the
was on mine
softy
too.
that I am. Being the softy that I am. I
The
have
elder
him.
of rock likes the nightlife, and he likes to boogie.
I like the boogie.
Who's that?
on
Alicia
the
Bridges?
disco.
So, anybody else have an honorable mention to talk about, and then we're going to wrap it up.
Hey, I
My
don't have an
feelings-
honorable
oh.
mention, but not to bring things down, but I did bring up Bag Lady early on. So since the mascot of the warehouse is Dementia Cat. I just wanted to let everybody know. Maybe I could turn the can. He's not doing good at all, and this may be his last appearance. So just threw that
He's
out.
not where he normally is.
No, he can't get up here and be comfortable. So he's right here next to me, though.
Oh man, I'm sorry to hear
So
that.
just appreciate it. Just thought I'd put it out there because
but how old is he?
He's 16.
That's a good run.
Yeah, that's a pretty good. I've had cats live to be 20, dogs 15. So he's past most of them, but he's not doing good.
Is he still eating?
So
drinking water?
He eats a little, but he's having terrible issues with his just life. I think he's not comfortable. He knows things are shutting down. So I was sick the last couple of days, or I would have already taken him in. I got to get an appointment and
he
see what they say.
Like
he's not in pain, excruciating pain, but he's not doing good. So
I'm sorry to hear that.
Thanks, guys. Just thought I'd put that out there because
we love Dementia Cat.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, I did too. I do too.
Elder Rocks, it's a great show. Thanks so much.
Thanks,
the cat is ailing.
Thanks, Elder. I thought everybody. Yeah, Doc, not good.
Yeah, well, you have to admit, 16 for a cat, that's a good run.
Yeah.
Well, let's leave the show on a down note.
Okay, hey everybody!
All right,
everybody brought their A game tonight. What a show!
It was a great show, and I want to also congratulate Grant on his anniversary because we didn't do anything for his anniversary. So let's talk about that real quick.
I gotta go get the cake.
It's been 2 years. Well, I was gonna do
you've really
Friday
you've really
chat, but this has become the chat kind of.
You have built something special here, and you're covering subjects that the people that love this era of music or like stuff a little bit off the beaten path too. Where else are we going to go for this kind of content? So hats off to you, sir.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's very nice.
Mrs. Bolt made a cake for you. Byron, go get the cake.
Get the cake. She made me a cake one year.
Yeah, last year.
Oh, wow.
How about that?
Nice.
Well, it's always a nice place to hang out here in the warehouse. I will say that. Oh, look.
All good people.
No, we're not boring over here.
No, it's not boring.
Try not to be, Dan.
Kyle, all the best to your cat.
Yeah, Kyle. It's tough. I mean, I've shed more tears over pets than some family members. Believe it.
Oh, 7 and heart problems. Ooh, God. Ugh. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, thanks, Ernesto, for bringing that up.
Wait,
I got
one more announcement.
Oh, go ahead.
We got the Alley Rock show got downvoted, not downvoted, but got changed.
I'm moving it. Not this weekend. The weekend next 2 weeks from a week
the
from
14th.
Yeah,
the 14th. We got the Alley Rock show. Come in and check it out. It's going to be fun. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be wild. There's going to be girls. There's going to be guys.
Oh my! Oh!
Wow! I had no idea.
Wow!
I hope you like the music. I'm picking all bands from LA, and you never know what you can hear.
Awesome.
Well, I'm
looking
picking
forward to
bands
that.
from LA too, for God's sakes.
Well, I know.
It's going to be quite a.
It's going to be interesting. It'll be good.
I'm looking forward to
that.
that.
A metal song. I'll play the Turtles. I'll play the Doors,
spectrum.
And then he'll go and play Motley Crue.
No Motley Crue. This is going to be all different stuff. You'll see. I got a surprise for you guys.
I will be playing some Doors that night, though. I think.
Okay, if you want to hear Doors, you can play Doors.
Let's play some Icon.
Play some Doors.
Icon.
We'll play some good stuff.
All right, gentlemen. Let's turn this dog off. Oh, the DC, something happens to Dementia Cat, let me know, for God's sakes.
Oh yeah, I'll let you guys know. I mean, I'm gonna try and with getting pet care now, it's even tough to get a vet's visit. Yeah. And like I said, if I wasn't sick the last couple of days, I would have already done this. But I'm going to call tomorrow and see what I can get. So we'll see what happens. I just don't want him to be suffering. So
yeah. All right, everybody. Thanks for coming tonight and hanging out in the chat. It's been fun. It's been a great hang. So we will be doing 1979 next month. And I will be in contact with you gentlemen, and we will set up that. And I don't know, we're in April. God, this is the beginning of April. Early May, I would imagine. So, all right. So stay tuned. More great content on the way. What can I say? So, all right. Good night, everybody. And thanks again. We'll see you.
So long, folks.
Good night, everyone.